Hello guys, welcome to part 22 of What If Minato Had Adopted Obito. First of all, I want to say that this story doesn't belong to me, so if you read the full story for yourself, you can go down in the description to find a link to the original post and read the full story for yourself. That being said, let's get into the video. What if Minato had adopted Obito, or a better route? Part 22. After the kids turned all around 5, there was a few interesting days that would follow. First, the meeting of Sakura Haruno. They met the young girl through Ino, who had helped the girl on the playground after getting teased for her large forehead. Ino had wanted to introduce her to her friends as they don't have a mean bone in their body. Everyone was there except for Naruto. It was going quite well until Naruto arrived. Sakura suddenly got very nervous. My mother said I shouldn't play around him. Naino and the others didn't understand why Naruto's harmless. Sakura didn't know herself. Something about him having something bad inside of him. Naruto cut her off. You mean the fox? Now it was Sakura's turn to be confused. Fox? Naruto nodded. The QB. Before my dad died, he sealed it inside of me. Sakura suddenly started to started to back away. You're the QB? Calling Naruto the QB was only one thing that set Kakashi off. So when Sakura said that, he started yelling, Naruto is not the QB. He is a good boy. You are not to be. You shouldn't be so mean. Sakurai rolled his eyes. Yeah, it's just sealed inside of him, like water in a glass. If you hate it when people make fun of you for your own forbidden forehead. Sakura rolled. Yeah, it's just sealed inside of him, like water in a glass. If you hate it when people make fun of you for your forehead, when don't peek at Naruto for having the QV sealed inside of him. Sakura was on the verge of tears. I didn't mean I. Naruto didn't want all of this trouble because of him. It's okay. I don't want Sakura to get in trouble because of me. Mito looked at Sakura. We have many mommy and daddy to talk to my mom. We can have my mommy and daddy talk to your mom. Does that sound okay? They are the legendary Sanin, so I think she will listen to them. Sakura was just happy people weren't mad at her. Yeah, I will tell my mom when I get home. Is it alright if I play with you guys from now? They all smiled at her. Yeah, were just going to play tag. You're it first. Sakura chased after them happily, glad that they were still letting her play with them. Mibuku Haruno wasn't thrilled at the idea of Sakura playing with someone who had the QV inside of him. She bared no action. Bared no action. I will forward to the boy. But after losing her husband, Higashi to the monster, she just didn't feel comfortable having Sakura being anywhere near it. However, she had the legendary Sanin at her house, so she could at least hear them out. Not like that could be so much harm. Jiraiya started. Mibuki, I realize it may not be easy as it is for you as it is for someone other to accept Naruto, but I tell you that there is no risk. Minato was the finest sealer the world has ever seen, and the seal he made is absolutely fantastic. Plus, I am more than capable of keeping an eye on it, as I am not far behind my I am not far behind my students. Mibuku, of course, still wasn't comfortable. The quality of the seal isn't what I'm worried about, though. that fox is inside the boy. How do I know it's not influencing him and keeping the influence hidden? Tsunade forwarded. We have had Inoichi keep an eye on his mind since he was born. The QB has made no attempt to to even get inside his head. Mibuki was Mibuki just wasn't sure. Sakura's all I have got. I can't imagine losing her. Tsunade could understand that much, but know that something like that could do more damage than good. Keeping her corpse up like that wouldn't do her any good. She is going to have to go out into the world eventually. Who better to surrender by the surrounded by then the village's most powerful ninjas. Mibuki couldn't deny that. I suppose you're right. She can play with Naruto, but I am still not completely comfortable with this. Jiraiya shook her head. That's all we ask. I will keep your daughter safe. Mibuki surprised she could live with that. She watched them head out, is still a little scared for her daughter. The next person they met was a boy known as Sasuke, but that meeting wasn't nearly as pleasant. Sasuke absolutely hated Kakashi as he was told told by his father. All of the Uchiha clans were to view Obito and Kakashi as traitors. Sadly, if Sasuke had known the truth about truth about why Obito left, he might not be proud to be an Uchiha like the rest of his clan. Sasuke was more or less brainwashed to think that they were perfect, the ideal clan. His brother Itachi wasn't quite the same. He had been introduced to the dark side of the Uchiha clan at a very young age. Itachi was only 10, but he had already made Jonin in secret. He had activated his Sharingan at the age of 5 and had all of his Tomoes by the age of 6. He was not nearly as aggravated when he met Kakashi on the street. They had saw Kakashi, Naruto, and Mito when they were out for ramen one day. Sasuke saw him and gave him an angry glare. My father say that you and your father are traitors to the Uchiha clan. I hate traitors. Itachi patted his brother on head. No, now Sasuke, there's no need to start anything. I have researched this matter. Obito left the clan by legal means and has broken no laws. He has Kakashi and fellow he and Kakashi are fellow citizens of the Leaf. You should apologize. Sasuke was surprised but looked up to his brother above everyone. He turned to Kakashi. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have snapped at you. They walked away and Naruto Mito turned to Kakashi. What was that about? Kakashi shrugged. Kakashi doesn't know. He just wants his ramen. Naruto still wasn't sure why Kakashi referred to himself in the first person. Kakashi is weird. He didn't even know what the first person was actually, but when they took Kakashi to Inoichi, he said there was nothing wrong with him. Everyone just accepted as part of his slightly strange personality. He was still very smart and very nice. So why look a gifted horse in the mouth? They just followed him to get their ramen and let it rest. Sasuke questioned Itachi as they walked home. Itachi, What do you mean? You looked into it? Itachi really was hoping to avoid that particular topic. Sasuke, there are things that happened in the Uchiha clan that you don't know about. Not everyone who is part of the Uchiha clan is automatically a good person. Obito's father wasn't exactly a saint, a saint, a very liked man. He was a drunk and fool. Sasuke didn't understand. So why did someone just take care of it, and moved Obito somewhere? Itachi had to be careful about how he answered it. So why didn't someone just take care of it and move Obito somewhere? Well, by the times people knew, the full extent of Obito was already gone. Not really a lie, but not the complete truth either. Sasuke guessed that made sense, but one thing still bugged him. Why didn't he came back when the clan said he could though? Luckily, Itachi, he didn't have to lie to him about that one. I have no idea. He must have been happier outside of the clan. Sasuke figured if Itachi didn't know why, then no one else must have either. Sasuke learned a few very important things when he joined Sakura. Learned a few very important things when she joined her new group of friends. One, Naruto, Kakashi, and Kiba were the best pranksters in all of the leaves. They always had the most brilliant ideas, and they never managed to get caught. Even had the Hokage help them. The Hokage helped them prank people on a few occasions too. Kakashi was very strange. He was very nice, but even strange. Sakura learned very quickly not to try and correct his speech. He remembered the first time she tried to. Sakura looked at the masked boy and smiled. Is it? It is. I am a good boy, Kakashi. Kakashi gave Sakura a funny look. Sakura, you're a girl. Sakura smacked her forehead. That's not what I meant. Kakashi nodded. Right, 'cause you're a girl. Sakura shook her head. No, no, it's not that. Kakashi gasped. You're a boy? Sakura sighed. I'm a girl, Kakashi. You know that. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. Last but not least, even bringing up Hinata's mother, apparently she had died a year earlier, giving birth to Hinata's sister Hanabi. She still didn't like to talk about it. It wasn't a great idea to bring up her cousin Neji either. It would start out just fine. She loved her cousin Neji after all. At one time, they were great friends. However, that was before the incident when Hinata was 3 years old. A Cloud Shinobi came to the leaf to take talk for an alliance. That was a lie. In reality, they came to kidnap Hinata for her Byakugan. They intended to use her as a breeding stock when she became old enough. Hiyashi found out about it and killed the Cloud Ninja before he could take her. The Cloud demanded Hiyashi's head, however, they didn't get it. It could consider the duty of the Branch family to protect the main clan of the main family of the clan. Despite Hiyashi's protests, his brother and Neji's father, he, uh, Hisashi insisted on dying in his brother's place. The more Naruto found out about that cloud, Jiraiya had told him stories about his parents running with them. the less he liked them. Jiraiya didn't like Naruto, thinking that the point out that there are plenty of things that the Leaf did in the past that they weren't too proud of either. No village was without sin. All of them were just trying to do what they felt was best for their people. Granted, some of those things were worse than other, but it wasn't really a competition. Other than that, Sakura found out that they didn't really care what you did. No one cared Choji was chubby. No one cared that Shikamaru was lazy. Not even Shinobug threw anyone off. They just accepted you for who you are. Everyone could just be themselves. It was really a place where you could be comfortable. Mibuki had to admit she was very wrong about Naruto. The boy was expect or exact opposite of danger. She had never seen Sakura this strong before. She was becoming independent and confident, all of which stemmed from her new group of friends. If she had told Sakura she couldn't be around them before because of Naruto, she never would have made this much progress. She could have never been more grateful to the Sanin for talking her into all of this. Only one thing made her nervous when Sakura came to her and told her she wanted to be a ninja. Mibuki just wasn't sure how to react to that. She had already lost her husband to the shinobi life after all. Still, she just couldn't tell Sakura no about this. She never forgave herself if she did. If it is what Sakura wanted, it's what she would let her do, no matter how much it scared her. 3 more years passed and the academy sign-ups were in just 1 week. Little did they know that wouldn't be the big thing on everyone's mind. Little did they know that wouldn't be the big thing on their mind. Nice. That's all for part 22 and chapter 22. If you want to be notified for future parts and future what if videos and fan fictions, the best way is by subscribing. That being said, I have to see you in the next one. Bye bye.